Hi, David. This is Jack. I am responding to your post about the Snowball arrest. For me, the statute of limitations has run out. Um, Back in the winter of 1967, what's that? About 52 years ago? Several of us guys that went to Thompson had this location on Kings Highway, right across the street from Middletown Reformed Church. There's a wooden bridge that goes across those railroad tracks. I guess it's got a cover on it now. Anyway, it was in the evening, in the wintertime, so many decades ago. We had a location near the highway. There was some trees and brush that grew up, and the cars would be heading down Kings Highway where it curves and starts going east. We had the timing down so we could throw snowballs up into the air. They'd make an arc and come down and hit the backside of the cars. We'd duck into the brush there, and the cars would stop, look around, and keep going. Oh, on one of them, it didn't work too well. Someone must have called the cops. And in any case, our timing wasn't quite right. A snowball arced into the air, the cop slowed down, and it nailed him on his windshield. He stopped, backed up, and we ran across that railroad bridge down into O'Brien's farm. He had a home there, and we used to use that as a shortcut to get over to Holland Road. Cop drove across that bridge after us as fast as he could go, which wasn't very fast, and we ran. He couldn't go any further after he got over the bridge because of the buildup of snow, so he got out and came after us on foot. We were way ahead of him. We split up 3 different directions, and very quickly we laid down in that snow, covered ourselves, kind of like making a snow angel, but we didn't make the angel. We just covered ourselves, laid back, and we heard him run past us. We stayed there, and about 10 minutes later we heard him tromping on back to his car. Knowing that they would be sitting there waiting for us, we stayed in our positions in the snow. It was cold as hell, but we stayed there for half hour, maybe 45 minutes. It got so cold, the shivers went away. There weren't any more shivers. It was just biting cold. After that half hour, 45 minutes, we got up, brushed off. My friend John went home to where he lived on Holland Road, and I trudged home over to the house on Kings Highway, on the corner of Marl Pit Road and Kings Highway. Terry O'Brien, who lived at the O'Brien house where we'd hidden out, he went home and had dinner. That was the coldest trudge in the cold I'd ever made. It took about an hour before I got the shivers and warmed up. Nonetheless, we didn't get caught. That was also the bridge where we used to roll snowballs, big ones, 30-pounders, and we'd drop them on the train as it went by. So that's where it was for us. Fast forward about 30 years, and I'm working as a supervisor on a dock, a marine dock, in Portland, Oregon. We were taking in a shipload of jet fuel. I think it was about 80,000 barrels. Middle of the night, I'm on dock watching, and I heard these sailors talking. They sounded so familiar. I don't know, maybe it was an accent or something, but they sounded like people I knew. So I got over next to the ship and said, "Hey, where are you guys from?" Well, these guys were about 20 years younger than I was. And they said they're from Middletown, New Jersey. I said, "Holy smokes, I'm from Middletown too." It was like old home week. And I asked these guys, "So what'd you do for fun in Middletown there?" They said, we used to run from the cops. I said, where? They said, way down Kings Highway by the old cemetery. I said, what all did you do? Oh, we'd wait by Kings Highway, and when the next shift came on, the cops are coming down Kings Highway, we'd look at them, turn around and run like we'd done something. And he said, we'd run down into that cemetery, through the cemetery in the back where the blackberries grew really thick. They said we had a trail, little tiny trail we dug out there in advance. We'd go down that trail, loop around, get up onto Kings Highway, and the cops are stuck down in the blackberries. We'd yell and wave and then walk on home. The exact same thing that me, O'Brien, Ullman, the whole bunch of us would pull whenever we had a chance. I can't believe it. I bet they're still doing that, aren't they? Hey, have fun.